drills it. Gomez with a swing. Here comes Barrera to charge, fire, and he throws it away. And a skip back up on the throw, back to first base to tag, and he got him! He got him! Ground ball to Pedroia. Nice step, the flip out, got them both. On the ground right side, Pedroia lays it out from his knees. Throw is going to get there in time. On the ground up the middle, diving is Pedroia. Throws to first, and it's in time! What a play by Dustin Pedroia, fully laying it out and then getting it there in time to get Hardy.
Let's just start by saying that Dustin Pedroia has such a respectable career. If you ask any Red Sox fans, he's got to be one of their favorite players. Anytime somebody sticks with the same team their whole career, I just applaud it. I think that's awesome. This is the Wilson A2000 DP15, and even if you don't have this model, I would encourage you to break it in just like he does. Dustin Pedroia wears the glove 2 in the pinky with his finger out. The fingers are all rolled quite a bit, and then the thumb and the pinky are actually both flared just slightly. By the way, you guys, we're here at the beautiful Midwest Sports Training in West Chicago, but let's actually go break in the glove. Guys, having a glove mallet makes such a big difference. I encourage you to get one if you don't have one, but if you can't, I would say having like a softball in your hand and pounding also works. It's a bit harder though, and it kind of hurts your hand. We talked about how he flares the glove, he rolls the fingers, but we can't worry about any of that yet. We need to literally just get this thing loose enough to where we can play catch and squeeze it, because right now, if it's brand new, it is a rock. So hitting the palm at any time is gonna be helpful, right? It's gonna slowly break in all this leather, but I really encourage you to put the glove on its side like this and focus on the 2 break-in points, because we're gonna be closing the glove here and here. Smash away like this and just do it for as long as you can, like you're legitimately gonna be sweating while doing this, and then go to your thumb side and do the same thing. I'll show you a different angle. We're really working on all this leather through here because you're pushing in like this and going up and down while you're smashing. And then for the pinky, you can either push like this and smash away, or push in like this and go from this angle. Doing all this is going to help a ton, and just to be clear, you need to do it a lot. Side note, using rubber weights is also a very good method. But the thing is I ran into a problem while I was breaking this glove in, because I actually had a super bad jammed thumb, so I could like not even get my hand into the glove. So I was doing a ton of pounding, but even after that, when I put my hand in the glove, I could hardly close it. This is actually especially weird because the heel and the palm on this glove are very thin. And if it's thin, you would think that it's easier to break in because there's less leather. I actually had the exact opposite problem. This glove was harder to break in than my other Wilsons I've had. One of the other features on the Pedroia model is that the wrist is really tight, so stick with me. When you close the glove, you're obviously squeezing this leather together, but you're also making this leather pull around your hand. So even after going ham on the palm for multiple days in a row, the back of the glove was not trained to wrap around and stretch around my hand when I closed it, because everything I was doing was like this and my hand wasn't even in the glove. There is an extremely easy method to fix this problem. So if you have your mallet with you, you're going together like this, but as you hit, you're also pushing it into the ground and rolling it over. When you're doing this, you're teaching all this leather back here to really stretch around your hand. So it looks like this. So normally when you close your glove, you're kind of closing like thumb to ring finger, but when you're doing this, you're making that thumb go way past. Even if you're going absolutely crazy on this palm for like 5 days in a row, if you're never training the back of the leather of this glove, you still have 50% of your glove that's not actually broken in. Part of the break-in process is actually developing your pocket. Now, if you're a middle infielder, you should look at it as if there's 2 pockets. Underneath the middle and ring finger here is where you would be catching your typical ground ball, where you're not fully closing your glove. You're kind of catching it like this. Your other pocket is when you have only one hand to catch the ball, and that's just kind of underneath your index finger right around here. The best thing to do is make sure to give both sides plenty of attention. Now that you can actually close your glove somewhat easily after all that mallet work, we need to actually shape the glove. We already talked about it, but he has a slight flare. That just means the glove is open. A hard flare is when you have those thumbs that curl like this and almost go the opposite direction. It's more like we're just wanting to be open to any ground balls coming our way. If you have a Wilson, you're kind of lucky because these fingers are already naturally rolled. Now, if you have a different glove, there's a good chance you're gonna have to kind of push your thumb into the center and just push in like this. That's gonna be something that you're gonna do between all of your ground balls when you're playing catch. Just get used to fiddling with your glove. Same thing with the flaring. Just kind of pull on them like this all the time. And then at one point, a couple months down the road, you're never gonna have to do it. That's just how your glove will stick. Quick side note, you guys, when it comes to putting your finger out, that is just totally up to you. I typically don't when I go to in the pinky, but it's honestly feeling pretty good. The other thing is it looks a little weird, you know, when you have that one finger stain kind of just randomly over here, it looks slightly awkward. It's totally up to you. If you have a DP15 model, most likely it has a natural close of thumb to ring finger. And by looking at this picture of Pedroia, it most certainly looks like he is closing thumb to ring finger, maybe even the pinky, because the glove is very even. By the way, you guys, we actually have a discount code for the jerseys. There is a ton of options. Some of them are awesome. I don't know why, but like the Space Astronaut one looks really cool to me. Or you can simply just make your own custom jersey as seen here, holy dingers. And it's just nice to have your name on it. You can get them stitch or not stitch. It's really up to you. But like I said, here's the discount code. Thanks guys. I'm gonna throw in a little bonus tip and just talk about things to do when you're doing absolutely nothing, because you can always work on your glove when you're just watching TV. One little thing when you first get the glove, pulling your laces apart is honestly pretty helpful. And trust me, you can pull absolutely as hard as you can. You're not gonna rip these. The top of your web right here, you can kind of rub back and forth just to get those laces broken in. And then we can't forget about the heel. If you squeeze together and push back and forth, it's just gonna help break it in. You can do this for 10 minutes and it honestly gets really tiring, but your family will think you're weird, but it's gonna help your glove. Do you smell that? It kind of smells like the game. Hang on, follow me. Sense of the Game sent us a package, you guys. This is not like paid. It's just, I think this stuff is awesome, so I want to show it to you. But let's check it out. That's a really good slogan. Leave foul on the field. That's hilarious. I have to get like an extreme sniff with each one. The Pine Tar one smells like really good. Like for real, really good. If you're interested, there's a link in the description.